A single flickering fluorescent light hums, casting a sickly, unsettling glow over the worn kitchen. 9-year-old Adam, small and fragile, sits at the table, his posture rigid with unspoken fear. His ears strain, picking up the muffled, angry voices from the next room, a storm brewing beyond his sight. His wide, innocent eyes are fixed on a half-eaten plate of cold food, untouched and forgotten. The air in the kitchen is thick, with a chilling, unspoken tension, suffocating in its silence. Adam remains motionless, a silent sentinel in the dim light, absorbing the fractured echoes of conflict. Adam's mother stands at the doorway, her eyes, heavy with weariness, fixed on the floor, avoiding his gaze. She clutches a small bag tightly, her knuckles white, the silence in the apartment heavy with unspoken words. The distant hum of the city is the only sound as she takes a hesitant step back through the threshold. She moves into the hall, leaving the door slightly ajar, a silent testament to her departure. Hours later, Adam huddles on the sofa, a threadbare blanket clutched tightly around him, his face etched with silent despair. His gaze remains fixed on the open apartment door, a void of unanswered questions and lingering hope. A single tear, a silent testament to his profound sorrow, traces a path down his cheek. The apartment, once filled with life, now echoes with an eerie, suffocating quiet. The only sound breaking the heavy silence is the shallow, ragged rhythm of his own breathing. Each breath is a fragile thread, holding him tethered to a world suddenly devoid of warmth and companionship. Days blur into a monotonous cycle as Adam presses his face against the cold apartment window, a silent vigil. Dust motes dance in the shafts of sunlight, illuminating the growing chill and stillness within the apartment. He watches the street below, his eyes tracking each passing car, a fragile flicker of hope in their wake. Each vehicle that passes is a fleeting promise, a silent question in the vast, indifferent city below. From the mundane concrete facade of an apartment building, Adam emerges, disheveled and worn, a small backpack hanging from his shoulder. His rumpled clothes and unkempt hair speak of a long night or a journey's end. He pauses at the threshold, his eyes fixed on the building, a profound emptiness reflecting in their depths. With a sigh that seems to carry the weight of unseen burdens, he turns. He merges with the bustling street, disappearing into the anonymous crowd, a solitary figure swallowed by the city. Adam shivers, a solitary figure huddled in a recessed doorway, dwarfed by the towering city lights. The vibrant city lights blur into streaks of color, a stark, indifferent backdrop to his silent despair. He clutches his worn backpack, a lifeline in his trembling hands, as every elongated shadow becomes a lurking menace. The relentless thrum of traffic vibrates through the concrete, a deafening roar in the urban jungle. A mournful wail of distant sirens cuts through the night, a chilling reminder of the city's harsh realities. The overwhelming noise stands in jarring contrast to the profound silence of the home he left behind. In a grimy alleyway, Adam's small hands desperately rummage through a dumpster, a constant ache of hunger gnawing at him. A mangy, matted dog watches from a distance, its eyes fixed on Adam's every move, mirroring his silent desperation. Suddenly, a half-eaten sandwich appears, a beacon of hope in the refuse. Adam devours it with swift, desperate movements. The momentary relief, a stark contrast to the surrounding squalor. Under the desolate underpass, Adam lurks in deep shadows, his gaze fixed on a small, flickering fire in the distance. Around the fire, a group of homeless individuals gather, their faces etched with the harsh realities of street life. Their raw, unrestrained laughter echoes in the night, a stark contrast to Adam's silent, hidden presence. Adam remains unseen, an outsider drawn to their collective warmth and camaraderie, yet hesitant to approach. He watches, a solitary figure observing the vibrant, if transient, community, a chasm of unspoken distance between them. Weeks later, Adam, now part of the group, huddles with others under a chilling night sky. Gus, an older homeless man, extends a piece of bread to Adam, a gesture of shared hardship. Adam accepts the bread with a faint, almost imperceptible nod of acknowledgement. He draws closer to the flickering fire, seeking solace in its meager warmth against the biting cold. Adam sits in the sterile office, looking cleaner but still a shadow of himself, his eyes avoiding contact. Across from him, Anna, a kind-faced social worker, speaks gently, her voice a soft counterpoint to the tense air. She explains the foster care process, her words a quiet hum in the unfamiliar, silent room. Adam remains utterly silent, his gaze fixed on nothing, lost in his own world of apprehension. His eyes dart nervously around the stark, unwelcoming office, searching for an escape from his reality. The sterile environment offers no comfort, only amplifying his sense of isolation and withdrawal. Adam lies in a clean, soft bed, the cheerful room a stark contrast to his inner turmoil. He stares at the ceiling, the unsettling silence of the foster home pressing in on him. The impersonal decorations offer no comfort, only a chilling reminder of his solitude. Adam pulls the blanket over his head, desperately trying to block out the suffocating stillness of the night. Sunlight floods the pristine kitchen, illuminating the foster parents as Adam, a quiet boy, picks at his food, a silent alien in this normal world. The foster mother asks, "So, Adam, are you excited about starting at the new school next week?" Adam offers a monosyllabic sure, his gaze fixed on his plate, a world away. The foster father probes, "And do you have any hobbies, like sports, or perhaps reading?" Adam replies, "Sometimes." Adam, a backpack slung over his shoulder, slips out of the foster home, his gaze fixed on an unseen horizon. He doesn't look back at the perfectly manicured lawn and tidy house, symbols of a life he yearns to escape. The meticulously kept facade feels like a cage, its bars invisible but ever present. With a determined pace, he strides forward, leaving behind the confines of his past. He heads towards the familiar sounds of the city, a symphony of freedom calling to him in the distance. Adam returns to the underpass, the city's distant hum fading into the night. Gus greets him with a knowing look, a silent understanding passing between them. A bottle of cheap wine, already uncorked, is offered, a symbol of their shared solace. Adam takes a long swig, the burning liquid a familiar comfort, a temporary escape. He settles by the flickering fire, its warmth a stark contrast to the cold city night. A profound sense of relief washes over him, a quiet calm in the heart of the urban chaos. The cramped construction office hums with the scent of sawdust and stale coffee, a palpable tension in the air. A foreman, his face a map of sun and toil, gestures emphatically with a calloused hand. Adam stands before him, his shoulders broadened, his frame noticeably more muscular. He nods, listening intently to the foreman's words, his expression a mix of focus, and unease. A flicker of apprehension still dances deep within Adam's eyes, betraying an inner struggle. The foreman's gaze is piercing, his unspoken expectations weighing heavily on Adam's shoulders. Under the scorching sun, Adam's muscles strain with each heavy haul, sweat streaking his grimy face. His gaze is a laser beam of focus, every sinew taut with unwavering determination. A small stack of bills, earned through sheer grit, is carefully tucked into his pocket. The construction site hums with the relentless rhythm of labor, Adam a tireless force within it. Each drop of sweat, each strained breath, paints a vivid picture of his unyielding resolve. In a tiny, sparsely furnished room, Adam sits on the edge of a narrow bed, the bare walls amplifying the profound silence. He clutches a book, its pages a blur as his eyes drift, unable to focus on the words. The silence in the room is not peaceful. It's a deafening void that presses in on him. A gnawing restlessness begins to stir within him, a palpable discomfort in the stillness. His gaze is distant, lost in thought, as the suffocating sense of isolation takes hold. The weight of his solitude is almost visible, a heavy cloak he cannot shed in the desolate room. In a tiny, dimly lit rented room, Adam thrashes in his bed, the sheets a tangled mess around his restless legs. The only sound is the quiet, rhythmic hum of the refrigerator, a stark contrast to the city's symphony he yearns for. He longs for the distant shouts and chaotic laughter, the vibrant background noise of teeming streets. The oppressive stillness of the room traps him, a heavy blanket of silence he cannot escape. Adam's face contorts with a silent scream, a testament to his profound yearning for the vibrant chaos he left behind. Adam wanders through the city's neon-drenched streets, his steps aimless, his reflection a ghost in the rain-slicked puddles. Vibrant neon signs of bars and restaurants blur into streaks of light, a stark contrast to Adam's somber solitude. He continues his solitary journey until the familiar, foreboding silhouette of an underpass looms ahead. Beneath the underpass, Gus and others are gathered, their figures starkly silhouetted against the flickering, dancing flames. A profound sense of inevitability washes over Adam as he approaches, a silent acceptance of his fate. Adam's silhouette emerges from the shadows, briefly illuminated by the flickering streetlights. Gus claps Adam heartily on the back, a rough but genuine gesture of welcome. Adam takes a deep swig from a shared bottle, the liquid burning a path down his throat. His laughter joins the boisterous chorus of his companions, a sound of pure belonging. A strange comfort settles over Adam, a profound realization that this chaotic scene is his true home. Years have etched lines on Adam's face as he sits on a park bench, a silent observer amidst the vibrant life. Families with children fill the park, their joyful laughter echoing around him, a sound he merely watches. A flicker of an unidentifiable emotion crosses Adam's face, a ghost of a feeling quickly suppressed. His gaze hardens, becoming distant, a wall between himself and the carefree world. Adam remains an island, separate from the happiness that swirls around him, an eternal observer. Under the harsh glow of streetlights, Adam shuffles along the grimy pavement, his gaunt figure a shadow against the city night. A crudely fashioned cane bears the weight of his weary body, each step a testament to his struggle. The stark light illuminates his hollowed cheeks and weary eyes, reflecting the burden he carries. These streets, once a sanctuary, now seem to swallow him whole, each step a battle against their oppressive embrace. In a secluded alleyway, Adam collapses, swallowed by the city's unforgiving shadows. The harsh city lights stretch long, distorted fingers across the grimy pavement, yet offer no solace to Adam. The distant hum of traffic, a blaring horn, and faint murmurs form a familiar, haunting symphony around him. This final lullaby of the city envelops Adam alone in the forgotten corner. The first tendrils of dawn creep into a grimy alleyway, painting long, stark shadows across the cold pavement. Adam lies still, a tattered blanket offering meager comfort against the biting morning chill. His face, etched with a lifetime of stories, is now serene, a silent testament to a journey's end. The city stirs, its distant murmurs of traffic and chatter, oblivious to the quiet departure unfolding nearby. In this hidden corner, life and death intertwine, unnoticed by the awakening world. Anna, a social worker, walks past a grimy alleyway, her gaze momentarily drawn to a familiar, empty spot. A fleeting shadow of sadness crosses her face, a silent acknowledgement of the absence of Adam. The bustling city streets continue their relentless, indifferent rhythm around her. The endless movement of the city seems to swallow her quiet sorrow. The streets whisper with the lingering, spectral echoes of Adam's life, unheard by the passing crowds.